The Marriott Center was rocking on February 18, 2025. BYU fans witnessed a historic win. The Cougars dominated the number 23 Kansas Jayhawks. The final score was a resounding 91-57, a testament to BYU's strength and determination. The energy in the arena was electric. Fans erupted in cheers with every BYU basket. The Cougars fed off this energy. They delivered a performance for the ages. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. BYU handed Kansas their second consecutive loss. The Jayhawks, a powerhouse in college basketball, seemed lost on the court. The Cougars' defense was suffocating. Their offense was relentless. Kansas had come to Provo seeking redemption. Their previous loss to Utah had stung. However, they met a BYU team firing on all cylinders. The Cougars were ready to prove themselves. They did so in convincing fashion. BYU set the tone early. They opened the game with an 8-0 run, silencing the Kansas bench. The Jayhawks struggled to find their rhythm. BYU's defense forced turnovers and contested every shot. By halftime, the score was 46-26, a commanding lead for the Cougars. Kansas looked rattled. They had never faced such a deficit in the first half all season. BYU, on the other hand, was playing with confidence and swagger. Trevin Knell had a night to remember. The BYU senior scored his 1,000th career point. The crowd erupted as the milestone was announced. Knell's achievement added to the celebratory atmosphere. Knell wasn't alone in his brilliance. Richie Saunders led the Cougars in scoring with 22 points. Mawat Mag was instrumental in the first half. He controlled the paint and made key defensive plays. It was a true team effort, with every player contributing to the victory. Section 5, a statistical blowout. The statistics painted a clear picture of BYU's dominance. The Cougars shot a blistering accurate percentage from the field, while holding Kansas to a mere 37%. Kansas, known for their three-point shooting, struggled from beyond the arc, making only 25% of their attempts. BYU also dominated the boards, out-rebounding Kansas by a significant margin. The Cougars' 35-point lead at one point in the game was a testament to their all-around performance. Kansas simply had no answers for BYU's intensity and execution. Richie Saunders was the driving force for the Cougars. He was unstoppable on offense, scoring at will from both inside and outside the paint. Saunders also played tenacious defense, disrupting Kansas's offensive flow. Saunders' performance was a microcosm of BYU's night. He played with confidence, determination, and a will to win. His leadership on the court was evident, inspiring his teammates to elevate their game. This win had significant implications for both teams' standings in the Big 12. BYU improved to 18-8 overall and 9-6 in conference play. The Cougars were now in sole possession of fifth place, just 2 games behind Iowa State and Texas Tech. Kansas, on the other hand, fell to 17-9 overall and 8-7 in the Big 12. The back-to-back losses were a wake-up call for the Jayhawks, who were used to being at the top of the conference. The loss to BYU showed that they were beatable and that the Big 12 was more competitive than ever. First-year BYU head coach Kevin Young orchestrated a masterpiece. He outcoached veteran Kansas coach Bill Self, a future Hall of Famer. Young's game plan was flawless. His players executed it to perfection. This was BYU's second win over Kansas since joining the Big 12. The first came last year at Allen Fieldhouse, a testament to Young's coaching acumen. Young had brought a new energy and excitement to BYU basketball. The future looked bright for the Cougars under his leadership. The Cougars had little time to celebrate their victory. They had a date with destiny on Saturday, February 22nd. BYU would travel to Tucson to face the number 19 Arizona Wildcats. The game was scheduled for 8 p.m. MST and would be broadcast nationally on ESPN and KSL News Radio. The Wildcats presented another tough challenge for the Cougars. However, after their performance against Kansas, BYU was riding high. They were ready to prove that they could compete with the best teams in the country. The Marriott Center Magic would have to travel to Arizona for this crucial matchup.